Bestie. Welcome to another session with me, Dr. Bobo the Bear. Bobo the Bear, Bobo the Bear. This is our typical Saturday session. You see me, I see you. You listen to me, I listen to you. And today I decided to take things seriously. Of course, I am always taking things seriously. I mean, this is my part-time profession. I wouldn't say, what? No, don't worry. I'm a certified Dr. Bear, I think. And, I mean, I always try to lighten up the mood with some jokes or being sarcastic and all of that. But not today. I feel like things are getting really serious around the world, and we attend these sessions together to help us forget. But there's a difference between forgetting for our own sanity and ignoring. Now, when we ignore what's going on around the world, the harm will eventually get to us, right? But when we watch it, attend it, and listen to it, we need to be knowledgeable about it. We shouldn't be ignorant about all the issues that are facing our world and our life. So we shouldn't be ignorant about it. But we also shouldn't let it affect us, affect our hope, affect our lives, affect our sanity, affect our mental state. And I'm so glad that you are here with me today, Bestie, because I told you to change your chair. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry. My assistant's chair is just the loudest chair in the world, and of course she decides to use it for our sessions. Nonetheless, I am so glad we get to have another session together, Bestie. I always love seeing you. I love talking to... Okay, enough, seriously. The chair is way too loud. Okay, we adapted the chair real good. My goodness. Okay, anyway. Bestie, so what? Yeah, I promise I said I will take things seriously. But I also needed to fix her chair real quick. Okay, so Bestie. What was I saying? Yeah, I am so glad to have you here with me today. I am grateful that we get to have another session together, that we get to talk with each other and see each other. As I was saying, I love our sessions and I love talking to you and listening to you, maybe as much as you love talking to me and basically telling me all about your problems. So, what's going on with you today? Or maybe all week since our last session? What happened with you? Okay, that's not bad. Not bad, that's good to hear. perceive or welcome the rest of the week? Or do you have the mentality of each day has its own challenges and its own, pros and cons, the positive sides and the negative sides? Do you approach each day separately, or do you let one negative experience or maybe one positive experience affect how you welcome the rest of the week? Okay, so you're that kind of person. I see. Well, look, bestie. Either way of dealing with life is okay, as long as we're not letting it affect us on the long run. For example, I'm sorry, I'm so chalked up. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay, so if you let one day's experience affect the way you perceive the whole week, whether it's a positive experience or negative, the good thing about it is that when it's a positive, look, I know you're not. Bestie, let's do some exercises together before I resume anything. I want you to take a deep breath through your nose and exhale it through your mouth. Can you do that? Again. Again. As I was saying, I will switch now to soft spoken so you can understand me a bit better. As I was saying, there are two ways we could deal with a week. You don't like my soft spoken voice? Okay, whatever. Okay, so there are two ways we can deal with a week. First way, we can let one experience in one day of the week affect how we welcome the rest of the days of the week. Or we can be open to each day and understand that each day carries its own challenges or its own positive and negative sides. Okay, I'm gonna punch you in the face if you don't stop this squeaky chair. No, not you, bestie, my stupid assistant. And now you're moving my studio. I mean my office. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so what was I saying? So the first part, or the positive thing and the negative thing about it. So the positives. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm such a silly bear. Okay. The positive thing about the first way is that if one positive experience happened at the beginning of the week and we let it affect how we perceive the rest of the week, we will be in a happy mood throughout the rest of the week, the same coworkers or the same family members you're living with. It is still a new day with new strangers you will come across. That is, of course, if you leave the house, but an introvert bear like me just stays inside. Not the point. So, so each day is a different day with different experiences and different settings and different events. So to just combine all these days and approach them with one mindset depending on how your week started is a bad thing, right? So being able to actually differentiate the way you approach each day depending on this day's events is something good and something positive, because it allows us to be sad when we are expected to be sad, bad experiences, sad, anything that makes us upset. And at the same time, if something good happens, we will be happy in that day and then approach the next day depending on what happens. So being able to separate each day from the other and not combining all the days into one experience, letting one experience define how we navigate these days, is wrong. But what's the negative side of this is that this makes our happiness short-lived. Remember the positive side of way number 1. It was that if we had a good experience at the start of the week, we will be in a happy mood for the rest of the week, because we let the first day of the week define how we approach the rest of the week. So this was the positive side. I'll be positive for the rest of the week. I feel like I said the rest of the week a lot, but bear with me, because I'm a bear, play on words, whatever. Now, in way number 2, I separated the days, so I did not let a day's negative experience affect my happiness the next day. But this also applies to the happiness. I am happy one day, but the next day, depending on the events that happened, I'm no longer happy. So our happiness is short-lived because it just depends on the setting or on the experience. It's not a way we are approaching our days. We are not starting each day with a positive mindset. No, we're letting the day's events decide for us if we're going to be happy or sad. And I know it sounds logical. Okay, if something terrible happened to me, why should I be happy, Dr. Bobo? That's not my point. You are more than welcome, and you have every right to be upset about things that make us upset. What I'm saying is how we approach the days. I don't know if you ever heard about this. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but there's this saying that you attract what you feel. So if you approach a week or a day or maybe an event or anything with a positive attitude, with a hopeful mindset, you bring this happiness and this hopefulness into your day and into your life. Whereas if all your thoughts are negative or not the best, always upset, always gloomy, you attract this gloom, so you stick with it. And this is what I'm talking about. Being able to differentiate between days or letting one experience affect our days. Both of them, they have pros and cons, but they don't matter. They don't matter because it all depends on your mindset. We shouldn't let days are not the best, because the most important thing is that we approach our lives or our days with a positive mindset. I know it's difficult. I know it's just a bear blabbering, like, be positive. Oh my god. Like, you haven't thought about this. I completely understand it. But always, just adding something to look forward to, or anything that will make you approach this day with a hopeful mindset, with a little bit of excitement, something positive within you. I promise you, like a bear promise, that your days will be positive, because you are attracting this I don't want to say energy, because that's like another topic or whatever, but vibe, like a vibe. I know energy and vibe are very similar, but I'm not trying to get too into this soul thing and all of that. I'm trying to stay, I don't know, you get the point. So a positive mindset, so, just trying to come up with anything that will make you excited for the next day, that will make you look forward for the next day. Even if something upsetting happened to you, you are more than allowed. You have every right to be upset about this thing, as long as you do not let it affect your mindset. Like, this one bad thing happened, oh my god, all my life is ruined, all my life is trash, oh my god. No, this way is very bad. You need to channel this sadness into the thing that caused it. The thing that made you upset deserves this anger, but not your life and not the rest of your days. So, positive mindset. I promise you, it will change the vibes of your days. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm sorry, an alarm went off and it just rattled my mind. Anyway, so as I was saying, a positive mindset, I promise you, it will change your days. Always come up with something, make something for you that will make you look forward for the next day. Having this little spark of excitement, or this positive mind, this hopefulness, it will change your life. I promise you, a bare promise, it will change your life. And I know it's not an easy thing. I know that 100%. Even I wake up some days on the wrong side of